Ah, hello. Good Thursday, everyone. Hello. Thank you. I'm a bit knackered. I won't lie. I did another 3.5, just over 3.5k run before my stream tonight. So I'm a bit knackered. My voice is a bit gravelly today. What an evening. Yeah, 3.5k. So I only started running a couple of weeks ago. And I started with a 2.5k run, my first one, and I've upped it to 3.5k today. And then I'll keep pushing it until I can basically run that quite quickly, and then I'll push it to 4, maybe 4.5, until I get to 5k again, and then I'll run 5ks like I used to back in the day before I put on all this COVID weight. No, just getting fit. So, like, being stuck in the house for over a year hasn't done well for my health, both mentally and physically. So I'm giving myself a break from my day-to-day and going for a nice run. It's knackering as hell, I won't lie, but it's going to make me nice and fit, which is good. Also, I should be streaming in about 720 to 1080 now. I've been doing some tweaking on my settings, hoping to improve the quality of the stream that I'm sending out. Also, I've made everything slightly bigger now. Everything's kind of smoother now. Hopefully, I've been doing some real tweaking on this. Hopefully, it's showing as me just chatting and all that. I don't know what it's actually saying. I should really check that. Tuesday, it kept saying I was playing bloody Broken Sword and stuff, and I wasn't even doing that anymore. So I need to keep tabs on what my thing says. No, it does. It says just chatting. That's amazing. That's exactly what I would have liked to expect. Let's just go and just stick that in there. What else did I write? That's it. I've done that. That's all I need to do. Shouldn't worry about it. Yay! So it says I'm just chatting. That's good. That's what I wanted to say, because after this we'll go into science and technology. I need to check that all this stuff works, because it's been being a bit of a pain recently, not actually working correctly. So I need to check it. Excuse me if I keep hydrating at the moment. I literally am knackered, so my body's like crying for fluids, I think, at the moment. We do like a bit of science and technology. We certainly do. Let me just make sure there's no major Unity updates before we switch over to Unity. Oh, everything's a good stretch. Oh wait, I don't have my light on. I just noticed my light isn't on. Because I know when it is, because it goes nice and green in here, and it's not green yet. So let me just turn that on, and I reckon I'll turn green in a second. No. What that for? I clicked on something, and it was like, I'm going to change everything, and I'm like, what? It's weird because it looks like the chat box is slightly out of. What's going on with this chat box? It's really weird. Okay, let's see what the properties say. What is the dimensions of this now? I can't remember what the dimensions were. It might be 1440. Try that. 1440 should be perfect. Transform to screen. So if I can see that. Did you stop selecting everything? I'm trying to do the one. Lock. Unlocked. Lock that. Lock that. I hope it's going all okay. Yeah, it is going all okay. Thank you very much. I was having a bit of a whinge earlier about stuff, I know, and I'm terrible. I shouldn't be doing that sort of thing. Oh my. Right, here's hoping the chat box now works. I'm just testing the chat box. Give me a second. Ah, it's really small. Right, let's have a look at that. Jeez. It's really small. Try this size. Testing again. Still really small. What's going on? Why are you so small? Why are you so small? Try this. Come on, text. Oh god, Unity update, no! Just tweaking this bloody chat box at the moment because it seems to be really small for some unknown reason. Just put it, I think I'll put it back to what it should be. No matter what I choose for the visual settings, it doesn't seem to be changing anything. Damn it. Give me a second, everyone. Let me just go into this. I don't seem to have any. I don't seem to have a new version. Is anyone else experiencing this weirdness? Ah, here it is. This is the code. I see. Oh. Was that really like janky for you guys? That alert box. It is the alert box. Oh dear. It was really juddery. Okay, so it wasn't just me then. I don't know what's going on there. It was really juddery. I think it was the just chatting screen last time it was having real problems with. Like the alert box and stuff just kept crashing out. I don't know what it is about this particular page, but it seems something isn't happy on this page. What exactly it is, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll no doubt figure it out together. Some code in. Yep, font size. Okay. Go back to properties. Font setting. 26. Here's hoping that worked. Yeah, no, there's an update. God damn it, Unity! Ah! It's standard, yeah. See, that's why I thought to myself, you know what I should do? I should have like a what's it saying? Oh, the most recent release is today. Oh, of course it is. Let's just close this then. Close it then. I skip it. Oh. I just close. Oh, hold on then. Give me a second. I haven't actually started yet. I just sort of told it to quit out. Give me a second. Let me just wait for it to. Yeah, good point. I could always do it after the stream. You're absolutely correct. Oh, ye person of much wisdom. Yay, the text is working as expected. Roar. Hydrate. Thank you, Woody. Is all the letters on the screen is the next question, or is there like a cut off? Looks like there's a cut off. There we go. I just want to have all the text on this as much as I can, and then I can just adjust it a little bit to make sure that any one of the long sentences can be still read. Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't think you would. Wait. Please excuse me if I am incorrect here, but I swear to God you told me the other day that you wouldn't be coming tonight. Pray tell. Okay, so I'm not gone mad. Okay, that's all I care about. I did, but I'm here. Fair enough. Oh. I wanted it that way. That way. Not that way. That way. Now that we can see that we've fallen apart the way that it used to be. Oh, there you go. Damn it, he's onto me. I was going on a saturation. Whoa, that was weird. My skin colour went. Did that just happen to me? I swear this was like I was really bright, and then suddenly it went dark. That was weird. Oh, there you go. Look. Bright, dark. What is it? Bright, dark, bright, dark. Oof. It's slightly green. I mean, yes. I mean, there is a reason for that. Green. Whoa. Maybe the light from the screen. No. Actually, it's not. It's the light above me. The light's above me. I mean, we can change it if you want. We can go for a different colour. Should we go for red? See how that goes. Go red. Oh, that's pretty red, isn't it? Oh, that's really red. It's a 10-second cooldown between commands on this particular service. Fit to screen. No. Fit to screen. Now I'm worried about how I just fit to screen. We'll soon find out at some point. Hi Unity. Hi Unity. There you go. But we did this last time, and then we shrunk it down because we had the tutorial. God, brightness. Tutorial open. Where it be? Where it be? Where it be? Where it be? I just like my background. It is. I've gone. Oh, by the way, I've gone dark mode on my. It's gone dark mode on my browser. Despite the fact it is still trying to blind me every 2 damn minutes. Continue moving the player. That's where we were last time. Let's just bring that over here. Unity. Unity. What's going on? Why are you not moving, Unity? Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we know. Good. Over here. Yes, and yes, side by side, please. Yes. Decided to use the split screen thing properly today. Yeah, I love dark mode. Mainly because I've got dyslexia, and every time I look at white pages, I see like halos around text. Like little glowy halos around text. It's like, my eyes. So I got rid of that. Guys, did you know you are my fire? Just saying. Reading setting. The one desire, innit? Isn't it the one desire? I like how it's just everyone else is singing it and I've just moved on. I knew that was coming. I say I want it that way. Tell me why. Tell me why. Oh, do it again. Oh, there's something you guys might be. Yay, RGB party time. Wait, what's I just done? What's just happened? I don't know what I did. I did something. Everything went wrong. I don't know. I pressed a button. That's all you need to know. It's like next, you press the button again. Doing punk. Go about 20. 20 might be a good number. Is everything okay? I don't know. So it wasn't the off button, no. It wasn't. You're totally right. God damn. Right, we're applying force. Okay, we did the applying force one, didn't we? So we're now going to do the fix. Oh, we had one left. Oh dear.
Okay, you've almost finished setting up the player movement, but the speed isn't quite right. Let's go back to your script editor to fix that. First, let's add a speed variable to the script so that you can control the player movement from inside the inspector. Go to the start of the script where you have declared other variables. Add a public float variable called speed to the start of the script with a starting value of 0. To do this, write public float speed equals z force, open brackets, movement times speed, closed brackets, semicolon.
Yeah, we got that one.
Public. You can find it in the inspector on the player experience. Unity editor if you need. You'll explore how to set.
I've done this one. Lying gits. Done this one. What? Oh, cool. There's this actual script in this last section. Look at that. Right, so we have System Collections, Generic, Unity Engine, Input Systems, Player Control, Mono Behavior, Speed 0, Rigid Body. That's quite cool. Hey, Scampleton. Hey, yeah. Welcome. See, I told you I was doing this. I didn't make it up. Scampleton is arguably one of my best friends. So be kind to Scampleton. Code time indeed. Okay, so let's compare. Make sure I haven't missed anything. I think we're good. Nice. Move in the camera. Okay. Right, do we need to close this for now? Let's assume we do. Set the camera position. Go. Oh wait, no, we're doing it on YouTube, aren't we?
So right now, the camera doesn't move and from its current position, can't see a lot. To change this, you need to tie the camera to the player game object.
Ooh.
First, set the position of the camera. Lift it up by 10 units. Tilt it down by 45 degrees. This is a typical third-person setup, with the camera as a child of the player game object. This works well for a lot of games because the camera game object will inherit the transform changes of the player game object. When the player moves in the game, the camera will move with them. However, for this game, that setup creates a problem. When the player rotates, the camera rotates as well. Because the ball is rolling, the camera is also going to inherit this motion. Let's look at this in play mode. Hold down the up arrow to move. The camera is a child of the player's sphere. So even though the camera is not moving at all relative to the player's game object, you can see that the player game object is rotating wildly and the camera's point of view rotates with it. Okay, let's exit play mode. Let's think about how to resolve this. The player game object in your game, a sphere, is rotating on all 3 axes, not just one. In a more typical third-person game camera setup, the camera, as a child of the player game object, will always be in a position relative to its immediate parent. This position will be the parent's position in the game, modified or offset by any value in the child's transform. In this game, that approach won't work, so let's detach the camera. The new offset value will be the difference between the player game object and the camera. To do this, you need to associate the camera with the player game object with a script rather than as a child of the game object. In the next video, you'll write that script.
Okay, so this part of the tutorial is just telling you what if you did this is what would happen. I mean, I can see the movement spinning around something being quite cool, because like, you know, when you can fix an object and kind of rotate around the object to look around it, like some kind of like space exploration games will have like a object you can lock on it and spin around it. Big kid code. This is my first time of any type of code.
Okay, let's start by creating the new script to control the camera. With the main camera game object selected in the hierarchy, select Add Component in the inspector. Call your new script Camera Controller. If you use the inspector to create the script, it will be placed in the root or top level of the project folders. Move it to your scripts folder. Open the new script for editing. This script.
Hey, welcome, Rays. Thank you for the raid. Hey, welcome. I'm currently doing some game dev, so if you're into that sort of thing, you'd like to see me making a game, stick around. I typically play games after we do a bit of game deving. I think I might do something like maybe marbles on stream or something after this, but for now we're going to be doing some making a game. That's literally what we're doing right now, and I'm learning to code. That's what I'm doing. Thank you, Rays. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Right. Anyway, let's continue with the course.
Needs two variables. A public game object reference to the player game object, and a private vector3 variable to hold the offset value. Inside the first curly brace, add the following line. Public game object player semicolon. This will reference the player game object's position.
Right,
on a new line underneath, add another variable declaration, private vector3 offset semicolon. This will store the offset value. The offset value variable is private because you're going to set the value in the script. Now that you've declared the variable, let's calculate it. To do this, you're going to take the current transform position of the camera game object and subtract the transform position of the player game object to find the difference between the two. The start function.
Well done, Rays. That's amazing. I would celebrate that, but I don't have any channel point redemption songs anymore. They're all in my sound alerts. But anyway, yes, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. Did you get a PB when I was watching you last night, or after I sort of had to drop out last night? Oh, but you had some really good times on the breakdown. It's a shame. I'm glad though. I'm glad you got one still.
Is the best place.
I keep thinking it's going to end at that one. That feels like the natural one for it to end, but it's just that's that little bit extra.
For this code, it needs to be calculated.
Oh, here we go. Right, let's get into the mood. Is it RGB, isn't it? Yeah. I love how I can do this now. It's great. Yeah. What's going on? Why are you struggling? Rumble mode activate. There's no reason for this to be doing this right now. Nothing is running. Yeah, that was fun.
Calculated immediately when the game starts, but it only needs to be calculated once. In the start function, on a new line after the first curly brace, let's write the equation like this. Offset equals transform dot position minus player dot transform dot position semicolon. This will set offset equal to the camera transform position minus the player game object's transform position. Next, you're going to use that to set the camera game object's transform position. This needs to happen every frame, so the best place for that code is the update function. Inside the first curly brace, write transform dot position equals player dot transform dot position plus offset semicolon. Now when a player moves the sphere with controls on the keyboard, the frame before displaying the camera game object is moved into a new position aligned with the player game object before the frame is displayed. This is just like what would happen if it were a child of that object, except it's only matching the position and not the rotation of the sphere. However, update is not actually the best place for this code. It is true that update runs every frame, and in update, each frame you can track the position of the player game object and set the position of the camera. However, you don't control which order all of the update functions happen. That means that the update could run before other scripts or Unity systems that will change the player position, like the physics system. So what's the solution? Well, for follow cameras and tasks like gathering last known states, it's best to use late update. Late update runs every frame, just like update, but will run after all of the other updates are done. Add late in front of the update method to change this. Okay, brilliant. Now you know that the camera position won't be set until the player has moved for that frame. Let's save the script and return to Unity to test it out.
Oh wait, don't I need to do something with the... Yeah, I need to attach it, don't I? Before I can do that. So the next one's probably just attaching it, isn't it? Yep. I did both. I put both of them in there for you, so we can have both word spellings in there.
There's one thing that you need to do before testing your changes. Create a reference to the player game object.
Thanks.
To do that, drag the player game object from the hierarchy into the player slot in the camera controller component. Now enter play mode to test what you've done.
Okay. Oh no. Yay! We're following the ball around. Yeah. I have my moments.
In the camera controller component. Now enter play mode to test what you've done. The camera follows the rolling ball without rotating, even as the ball goes over the edge. Excellent. Remember to exit play mode when you've finished testing and save your Unity project. Now that you've set up the camera, in the next section of this project, you'll configure the basic play area for the game.
I've only just started coding, like ever. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. That's it. That's it. Setting up the play area. Oh, thank you, Dinosaur. Thank you for the subscribe, taking me to 15. Yay! I mean, it's technically the last day of the month for me, but that's very much appreciated. Yeah. Getting into this. With a finger around the thumb in the shape of an L on the forehead. Well, it's something don't stop coming back to the roots and I hit the ground running. So much to see, so much to do. Hey, don't stop, get the game on, go play. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Oh, we're queuing them up, are we? That's good. Let's keep this fun going, shall we? Yeah. There you go. That was my Africa for you. Create a wall. We're going to create a wall.
Okay, let's set up the playfield. The playfield for your game will be very simple. You will place walls around the edges to keep the player game object from falling off. And you'll create and place a set of collectible objects for the player to pick up.
Ooh.
First, let's get organized. In the hierarchy, create a new empty game object. Reset its transform and then rename it Walls. This will be the parent game object for all of...
Wait, what? You went a bit ahead of me there.
Let's get organized. In the hierarchy, create a new empty game object.
Okay.
Reset its transform and then rename it Walls. This will be the parent game object for all of the wall game objects. Now you can build some walls.
Ooh.
Let's start by creating a new cube to be the first wall. In the hierarchy, select Create, 3D Object, Cube. Rename the cube game object West Wall. In the inspector, right-click the transform component title and select Reset. This resets the component to its default values. Now drag the West Wall game object onto the Walls game object and release. This makes West Wall the child of walls. Let's focus the scene view camera to the West Wall object. To do this, press the F key while the cursor is over the scene view or select Edit, Frame Selected. Next, you need to change the size of the cube to fit one side of the play area. In the inspector, change the cube's transform scale X value to 0.5, Y value to 2, and Z value to 20.5. You can push the wall into place using the Translate tool, or you could enter a transform position value in the inspector. Let's use the inspector. Set the transform's position X value to -10. This places the wall neatly to the edge of the play area. Now just one more thing. Let's create a new material to change the color of the wall. In the Project window, go to the Materials folder and select Create Material. Rename this new material Walls.
Yeah, wait. Yep, okay.
In the inspector, select the Base Maps color field to open a color picker. Set the RGB values to 79, 79, and 79. Next, set the metallic to 0 and change the smoothness to 0.25 for a matte finish. Then, drag the material from the project window onto West Wall in the scene view. Great! Now you've done one wall. In the next video, you'll complete the play area.
Are we going to duplicate the wall and just remap the location? So could we not just... Because we know that's the right one, so we could technically just duplicate it, call it, I don't know, East Wall. And we could have...
To create the next wall...
Wait. Don't tell me, I want to figure this out by myself. The X is minus 10, then this should be 10. Yep. I'm liking that. So that puts it over there, because that's the X-axis. So then we did the same technique again, where we duplicated this one, called this one the first east. Just try this north wall first. See if I get this right. North wall. If that's 10 and minus 10, Y is up and down, so it should be, if I'm right, Z should be 10. And then this rotation is what, 90? No. On here? No. I know I'm here. Yes! Working this out by myself at the moment. I'm cooking with gas. And I could duplicate this again. Call this one South Wall. And I'll just rename South Wall. And we know that this should be then minus 10. Look at that. I did all that with very little, because I was like, that makes logical sense in my mind. Thank you.
This interacts with walls are colliding with the player sphere. Exit play mode now. The walls are colliding with the player sphere because cube primitives come with a box collider component by default. Okay. This interacts with game objects with rigid body and collider components. If you're encountering issues with wall collisions, you may have accidentally enabled the isTrigger property on the collider component. This means the collider will be used to trigger events via script and won't be used for collisions. To fix this, disable the isTrigger property checkbox. You've now completed the playing area for your rollerball game. In the next part of this project, you'll create the pickup objects for the player to collect.
That was fun. So what she said was, if I just press play now, I should be able to the natural collision on the walls. Yeah. You can't escape now, ball. Look at you, ball. Can't get out now. Nice. Wait. No. No. Okay, so we're going to mark all as completed to continue. And we're creating... Oh. So much to see, so much to do. What's wrong with taking the backseat? You never shine if you don't glow. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hello everyone, welcome one and all. Thank you Sean for the raid, and thank you also to Raze earlier for the raid. I don't know if I said it at the time. If I didn't, I apologise. I should say it. We are currently doing game dev, and we have just made hydrate. I don't have any hydration. I have run out of hydration. Oh, I'm gonna stretch this one out. Oh, here we go. Get more. You must hydrate. I've been drinking. All right. Hold on, then. Hold on. Let me go. I'm just gonna get some more water, more drink. Oh, whoopsie. You didn't see that. Right, be right back. I've already drunk one of these on this stream so far. Oh yeah! We got 2 raids. That means we're technically unlocked. Oh no. I'm technically unlocked extended play. Oh. Where are you? I'm here. I'm here. Hit that. There you go. Nice. For those of you that have never been here before, hi everyone, I'm Noxy. I'm currently learning to be a game dev, and we'll just keep going, shall we? We'll just keep going, sod it, who cares? Should I keep game deving? What? I'll keep going. Right, so we're going to add a 3D object cube. We named the cube to pick up. Lurk while I nom. Nom 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 nom. Actually, I better just watch this into the thing. Right, here we go. Creating collectibles. You gotta do that. You gotta do a piano bit every time. There you go. Do 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 do. Yeah. Every time. Friday night and do 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 do.
One by one by one. So let's lift it up by half a unit, so that it rests on top of the plane. In the transform component for the pickup game object, set the position Y value to 0.5. This cube will be the collectible object in the game. To be effective, it needs to attract the attention of the player. So let's make the cube visually interesting. How about making it smaller? In the transform component, set each of the scale axis values to 0.5. This will give it the effect of floating above the play area. That will help identify this object as special. But perhaps that's not enough. Let's tilt it too. Set each of the rotation axis values to 45. The cube also needs to stand out more against the background walls and the player game object. Let's change its colour by creating another material. In the project window, find and select your first material, background. In the top menu, go to Edit, Duplicate. Rename the new material Pickup. With the Pickup material still selected in the project window, use the Colour Picker in the inspector to change its base map colour property. Let's make it yellow and use the RGB values 255, 200 and 0. 200
I didn't pay attention to anything she said just now.
Rename the new material.
Edit. Okay, it's in edit. I see. Edit, duplicate. Which is the new one? Oh, that one. Rename this one to... Rename. This one to pick up. There you go. Right, here we go.
Pickup.
Yep.
With the pickup material still selected in the project window, use the Colour Picker in the inspector to change its base map colour property. Let's make it yellow and use the RGB values 255, 200 and 0. Now you can change the colour of the pickup game object by changing its material on the mesh renderer component, or by dragging the material from the project window onto the cube in the scene view. Now it's starting to look more like a pickup, but it's still very static. One thing that attracts attention of a user is movement. In the next video, you'll write a script to rotate the cube.
Nice. I can't wait to do it, actually. That'd be fun. We're going to do the rotation now. Rotate it. We're going to rock. We gotta rock in the house. We gotta beat. That will get your
Okay, let's get that cube rotating.
So I'm really
As
excited.
you've done before, select the pickup game object in the hierarchy, and then select Add Component, then New Script in the inspector. Call the new script Rotator.
Rotator.
Then select Create and Add to confirm. In the project window, move the Rotator script to your Scripts folder to keep things organised, and then open the script to edit it. Once it's opened in your script editor, remove the Start function from the template. You won't be using forces to rotate the cube, so you can use Update rather than using the fixed update function, so the rest is fine. Now, before you begin, let's think for a moment about what this script needs to do. It needs to make the pickup game object spin while the game is active. You have already set up the pickup game object's transform rotation property to 45, 45, and 45 for the X, Y, and Z axes. But these values don't change by themselves, and for the cube to spin, these values need to change every frame. To do this, you need to write a script that rotates the game object's transform. There are two main ways to affect the transform of a game object. These are translate and rotate. Translate moves the game object by its transform. Rotate rotates the game object by its transform. It has two possible initial parameters. One using a vector 3 variable, and the other using 3 float values for X, Y, and Z. The simplest option is the vector 3 parameter, which is all that's needed for this game. After the opening curly brace of the update function, add the following line of code. Transform dot rotate, open brackets, new vector 3, open brackets again, 15, 30, 45, then 2 closed brackets, semicolon. Make sure that transform is a lowercase t, because you're referring to the component, not the variable type. This action also needs to be smooth and frame rate independent. To do this, multiply the vector 3 value by time.delta time before the closing parentheses. Delta time is perfect for ensuring actions happen smoothly, because delta time is a float representing the difference in seconds since the last frame update occurred. It will dynamically change its value based on the length of a frame. Okay, that's all you need. Save this script and return to Unity.
Save the script and return to Unity, you say?
Let's enter play mode and test the script.
Don't you need to apply it to something first?
Excellent. The pickup game object rotates.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Exit play mode when you're done testing. Remember to save your Unity project frequently. Now's a great time to do that. Now you've made a beautifully rotating collective object, but there's only one. In the next video, you'll learn how to turn the pickup game object into a prefab and add lots of collectible objects to the play area.
Oh, we're looking forward to that. Make a pick up prefab. I've heard about prefabs all the time, but I don't know how you make one. This is going to be interesting.
Now you've created one rotating pickup collectible, it's time to place them around the play area.
Ooh.
There's one vital step needed to do this. You need to make the pickup game object into a prefab. A prefab is an asset that contains a template or a blueprint of a game object or game object's family. Once a game object is turned into a prefab, you can use the prefab in any scene in your current project. By turning the pickup game object into a prefab, you will be able to make changes to a single instance of the prefab or to the prefab asset itself. And all of the pickup game objects in the game will be updated with those changes.
Ooh.
So let's get started.
That's
First,
cool.
go to the project window and check that you're at the root or top level of the project.
Yep.
Make sure that no other item or directory is highlighted.
Nope.
Select Create, Folder, and rename this folder Prefabs. Now, select the pickup game object in the hierarchy and drag it into the Prefabs folder. When you drag an item from the hierarchy into the project window, Unity creates a new prefab asset containing a template or a blueprint of the game object or game object family.
Oh.
Your game object will turn blue in the hierarchy when it becomes a prefab instance. Select the arrow to the right of the pickup prefab in the hierarchy to open the prefab edit mode. From this mode, you can use the arrow at the top of the hierarchy to return to a normal scene view. Now you've turned the pickup game object into a prefab. In the next video, you'll instantiate it around the play area for your players to collect.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't realise it could be that easy. I thought we had to do some special code or something, but no, it's literally just stick it here and it becomes the thing. It's really intuitive.
Okay, let's fill the play area with rotating pickup objects. Before you start, let's keep things organised. In the hierarchy, create a new game object and call it Pickup Parent. In the inspector, right-click the transform component title and select Reset to reset Pickup Parent to origin. Then, in the hierarchy, drag the Pickup game object onto Pickup Parent. Next, make sure that you have the child pickup game object selected in the hierarchy, not the parent. Select the gizmo in the upper right of the scene view to switch to a top-down view.
Oh, I didn't
Now,
know it did that.
use your scroll wheel to zoom out a little so you can see the entire play area. Okay, let's start placing pickup objects. Move the first pickup game object somewhere you like. Next, let's duplicate the game object. Make sure it's selected and then go to Edit, Duplicate. You can use the hotkeys Ctrl-D for Windows or Command-D for macOS. Now place the second instance of the prefab. Using the hotkeys, create some more pickup game objects and place them around the play area. About 12 is a good number for this game. To make this easier, you can move parallel to the ground or XZ plane by selecting the XZ plane at the center of the gizmo. Okay, that's 12. At the moment, the collectible objects are present in the game, but the player can't actually collect them. That functionality is the next thing you're going to add.
Where is it? Well done. I'm getting confused. I think I've done something here. What? What has happened? Uh-oh.
Before you create the script to control the...
Wait. We got this one. 5. Ah! 1.5. 1.5. Control D. What, why? Wait, no. Why did that take off? Stop it. Stop it now. Duplicate. And move. Duplicate. Why? Z. What? When did it change to 0.23? 0.5. Duplicate. It's a bit easier way to move things around. Duplicate. 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 Yeah, I'm going to go 10 too. I think 10 is a nice number for us. Okay, we've done that.
The player object's movement, let's make a folder to organize script assets. In the project window...
Wait, I'm so confused. I think I've missed something. Right. So we added more collectibles. We've done that. Right. So we've done that. Good. Detecting collisions with the collectibles is what we're doing next. Right, here we go. We can do this, won't we? Yes, we can. Untrigger enter. Ooh.
Okay, what's next? Well, your players need to be able to collect the pickup game objects when the player game object collides with them. For this to happen, the game needs to detect the collisions between the player game object and the pickup game objects and use this information to trigger a new behavior. It's really important to test the collisions carefully. The pickup objects, the player's sphere, the ground plane, and the walls all have colliders. Without testing, the player might be able to collect and disable the wrong objects in the scene, for example, the ground plane. Let's get started. In the project window, go to the Scripts folder and open the Player Controller script for editing. Before you begin writing the script, let's think about what the code needs to do. It needs to detect and test collisions on the player's sphere collider. To do this, you're going to use the function Ontrigger Imagine that you're playing a platform game, and you jump up to collect a perfect arch of coins, but bounce off every first one and fall back to the ground. That's not very elegant. The Ontrigger function will detect the contact between the player game object and the pickup game objects without actually creating a physical collision. Let's start with the function declaration and parameters. Beneath the fixed update function, write void Ontrigger open brackets collider other closed brackets. Next, Remember to add a set of curly braces to contain the function body. Ontrigger enter will be called by Unity when the player game object first touches a trigger collider. It will be given a reference to the trigger collider that has been touched. This is the collider called Other. This reference gives you a way to identify the colliders that the sphere hits. You could destroy the game object that the trigger collider is attached to. However, in case you want to add additional functionality to the collectible objects later on, in this project, you'll only deactivate the game object rather than destroy it. So how can you deactivate the correct object, and in this case, the pickup game objects, using a script? Let's start to write the first line of code inside the function body for onTrigger enter. You can address the other collider's game object through other.gameObject. To disable it, you need to use the method setActive. This method accepts a Boolean value inside the parentheses, that is true or false. Use false to disable the game object. The full line should be other.gameObject.setActive open brackets false closed brackets semicolon. This code will disable game objects correctly, but you don't have a way to filter which game objects the sphere can disable. In the next video, you'll use the Unity tag system to do just that.
Okay, so just save that for now. Unity tag system.
Now, you've written code to deactivate game objects that the player game object collides with. But this should only apply to the pickup game objects. The ground or walls disappearing would not be good. To do this, you're going to use the built-in Unity tag system. Tags allow you to identify a game object by comparing the tag value to a string. The first thing we need to do is set up the tag value for the pickup object back in the Unity editor. In the project window, go to the Prefabs folder and select the pickup prefab.
Oh no. Wait. It's doing something. Prefabs.
You can also use the arrow next to one of the prefab instances in the hierarchy. This opens Prefab edit mode. In the tag list at the top of the inspector, there's a few pre-made tags, but there's nothing called pickup. Select Add Tag. This brings up the Tags and Layers panel with a list that's currently empty. To create a new custom tag, select the Add button to add a new row to the tag list. In the new empty element, which will be tag 0, type pickup. This is case sensitive, so be careful. It needs to be exactly the same string that you use in the script.
Okay.
You can close the Tags and Layers panel when you're done. Now you need to apply that tag to the prefab asset. Select the tag drop-down again. You should see that your new tag is now available in the list. Select this tag from the list. The asset is now tagged pickup.
Thank you, Woody. Thank you for popping by. I will be playing marbles after this, so if you do decide to come back later to join us, you're more than welcome.
Use the arrow to leave prefab edit mode. And with the power of prefab, all the instances are also now tagged pickup as well. Great!
They're not.
Save your...
They are not. I just checked that. So picked up. Is there something I'm supposed to have done? Did I miss a step?
The asset is now tagged pickup. Use the arrow to leave prefab edit mode.
Oh, I see. Okay, I have to edit the prefab mode and then tag the prefab, not the top level. And then go back. Yes. And now they will. There we go. That makes more sense. There we go.
With the power of prefab, all the instances are also now tagged pickup as well. Great! Save your changes in the Unity editor before you return to the script. In the next video, you'll use this tag to make sure the sphere can only disable game objects with the pickup tag.
With the pickup tag. Detecting collisions. Write a conditional statement.
Now that you've created a pickup tag, you can use it to make sure the sphere only disables the correct game object. Let's do that using an if statement.
Ooh.
This means that if a certain condition is met, the script will behave in a specified way. To create the if statement, you're going to use compare tag. Compare tag can compare the tag of any game object to a string value. At the top of the function body for Ontrigger enter, write if, open bracket, other dot game object dot compare tag, open brackets, and in quotation marks write pickup, and then close that statement with 2 closed brackets. This is the if statement. Be careful here. Comparison is case sensitive. Make sure to write the tag exactly as you did it in the Unity editor. Next, add a set of curly braces and cut and paste the line that reads other dot game object dot set active, open brackets, false, close brackets, semicolon. Now this code will be called every time the sphere game object touches a trigger collider. It will receive a reference for the collider that the sphere has hit and then check its tag. If it is a collectible object, the script will call setActiveFalse, which will deactivate the game object. Let's save this script and then return to the editor and enter play mode to test the game.
Okay, so we're now going to roll the ball around to see if I can collect stuff. I'm just hitting them. It's not picking them up. I don't know what it's supposed to be doing. It's not doing what I thought it was going to do. Is that what happens? Is that what's meant to happen?
So the tag is set correctly, but the sphere is still bouncing off the pickup cubes, just like we were bouncing off the walls. In the next video, you'll explore why this is happening and fix it.
You made me make a mistake with the intention to make me fix it. That's mean. Do 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 do.
So, you created tags and used them to differentiate the pickup game objects. But when you tested the game, the sphere didn't disable them on collision. This is because the pickup game objects are still using normal colliders and not triggers. Remember, colliders will stop physics objects from overlapping with them, which is perfect for a wall, for example, but triggers will just notify you if something is overlapping without stopping it. You can fix this issue by making the colliders into triggers or trigger colliders. When you turn a collider into a trigger, you can detect the contact with the trigger through on-trigger event messages. When a collider is a trigger, you can do some clever things. You could place a trigger in the middle of a doorway in, say, an adventure game. When the player enters the trigger, the minimap could update and a message could be displayed to tell them you have discovered a new room. Or, every time the player walks around a particular corner, spiders might drop from the ceiling because they have walked through a trigger. You have already used on-trigger enter in your code rather than on-collision enter. Now you just need to make sure the collider is set to be a trigger. Let's get started. First, check that you're not in play mode. Changes made in this mode won't be saved. Next, go to the Prefabs folder in the project window and select the Pickup Prefab. Now find its box collider component in the inspector and enable the Is Trigger checkbox. Now, through the power of prefabs, all the pickup game objects have trigger colliders. Let's save the scene and enter play mode to test it. Okay, as the player's sphere enters the trigger, the pickup game objects disappear. Excellent! Everything looks great, so you can exit play mode. You're almost done on this section of the project. There's one last tweak to make in the next video.
That was fun. I'm collecting things. That's amazing. Detecting collisions. Add a rigid body to the pickup prefab.
There's one more tweak you can make to the collectible cubes, adding a rigid body component. Any game object with a collider and a rigid body is considered dynamic, which means Unity won't treat it as static or stationary. You don't want the pickup game object to be considered static, as it will take Unity longer each frame to calculate the physics, and it will do this each frame because the cubes are rotating. The solution is to add a rigid body component to the pickup objects. In the project window, go to the Prefabs folder and select the Pickup Prefab. In the inspector, select Add Component and add a rigid body. Save your changes, then test in play mode. And, the cubes all fall through the floor. The force of gravity is pulling them down, and as they are triggers, they don't collide with the floor. If you find the rigid body component in the inspector, you'll see that you could just disable the Use Gravity checkbox, which could prevent the cubes from being pulled downwards. However, this is only a partial solution. If you do this, even though the cubes would not respond to gravity, they would still respond to physics forces. There is a better solution. Enable Is Kinematic. This sets the rigid body component as a kinematic rigid body. A kinematic rigid body will not react to physics forces, and it can be animated and moved by its transform. This is great for everything from objects with colliders, like elevators and moving platforms, to objects with triggers, like your collectible cubes that need to be animated or moved by their transform. Let's save the scene again and enter play mode to test. Now the cubes do what they did before, but more efficiently. Excellent! So, to recap, static colliders shouldn't move, like walls and floors. Dynamic colliders can move and have a rigid body attached. Standard rigid bodies are moved using physics forces. Kinematic rigid bodies are moved using their transform. In the next section of this project, you'll count the collected objects and make a simple UI to display the player's score and messages.
Nice. Oh, we're doing really well actually tonight. We're really getting through these.
In this section of the project, you'll explore counting the collected cubes, displaying text, and ending the game with a message. First things first, the collectibles. To count these, you'll need a tool to store the value of the counted collectibles, and another to add the value as we collect and count them. Let's add this functionality to the player controller script. Select the player game object in the hierarchy and open the player controller script for editing. First, let's declare a private variable to hold the count. This should be an integer variable, written as int, because the count will be a whole number. The player won't be collecting partial objects. Underneath the rigid body variable declaration, write private int count, semicolon. Naming the variable count makes it easier to understand its role in context. The game needs to start with a count value of 0. Each time the player picks up a new cube, it then needs to increase by 1. As the count variable is private, you won't be able to set its initial value in the inspector. You'll need to do that in this script. There are several ways you can set the starting value of count, but for this game, let's do it in the start function. In start, write count equals 0 to set the initial count value to 0, followed by a semicolon. Next, you need to increase the count variable when the player collects a cube. These cubes are collected or disabled to make them disappear in the Ontrigger if the other game object has the tag pickup. That means the Ontrigger enter function is where you need to add the counting code. After setting the other game object's active state to false, add another line of code to add 1 to the variable count, then save it back to that same variable. This is a basic form of incrementing a value. To do this, write count equals count plus 1, then add a semicolon. There are other ways to add, count up, or increment the value when coding for Unity, but this one is the easiest to explain visually. Now save this script and return to the Unity editor. In the next video, you'll create and configure a UI text element so that you can display the incremental count value to the player.
Okay. Right, create a UI text. Display and store in text. Now I know loads of people that do
now
a lot
you
of
can
UI.
store and increment the player's collectible cube count, but there's currently no way to display it. To do this, you're going to use two systems built into Unity: the User Interface or UI system and TextMesh Pro. Let's get started by creating a new TextMesh Pro text element in the Unity editor. First, in the hierarchy, select the Add button and go to UI, Text, TextMesh Pro. A dialog window will open to install TextMesh Pro Essentials. Select Import TMP Essentials. These resources will be added to a new folder at the root of your Unity project. Close the window when you're done. Now you'll see that some new things have appeared in the hierarchy. Let's review them. There's Text, TMP, the UI text element. There's also a parent game object for that text element called Canvas, and another game object called Event System. These game objects are all required by the UI toolset. The single most important thing to know about these additional items is that all UI elements must be the child of a canvas to behave correctly. Rename the text element game object CountText. Now, select the canvas and press the F key to see the entire game object in the scene view. Then, select the 2D toggle at the top of the scene view to change to 2D view. The default text color is white. The size and alignment are good, but let's add some placeholder text. In the text field, at the top of the component, add count text as your placeholder. Now, to avoid getting in the player's way, it makes sense to display the count in the upper left of the screen when the game is playing. It's currently in the center of the scene. This is because the text element is anchored to the center of its parent, which is the canvas. It is worth noting here that the transform component on the UI object is different from the other game objects in Unity. For UI objects, the standard transform has been replaced with a rect transform, which takes into account many specialized features necessary for a versatile UI system, including anchoring and positioning. One of the easiest ways to move the count text element into the upper left of the screen is to anchor it to the upper left corner of the canvas rather than to its center. To do this, select the icon at the top of the rect transform component displaying the current anchor preset. This will open the Anchors and Presets menu. Hold Shift and Alt or Option and select the top left anchor point. Holding those keys will set the pivot and position for the count text based on the new anchor. And now the UI text is up in that corner. Great.
It's not.
It does look a little cramped though. Let's add some space between the text and the edge of the screen. The simplest way to do this is to change the rect transform component's pos x value to 10 and pos y value to -10. Now that looks better. In the next video, you'll make the UI text element display the actual count value for the game.
Oh, hi. Get wrecked. It's like, oh, it's going to do a thing. I was like, no, it just won't. Not happening. Not tonight.
Now that you've created a UI text element to display the count, let's connect this to the player controller script to get it working.
Ooh.
In the project window, go to the scripts folder and open the player controller script in your script editor. Before you can code anything related to the TextMesh Pro element, you need to add information about it to the script.
Okay.
The details about the UI toolset are held in what's called a namespace. You imported another namespace earlier in this project to access the Unity input system. To import the namespace for TextMesh Pro into this script, create a new line underneath the input system namespace and write using tmpro semicolon. With this imported, you can now write code relating to the element. Next, underneath the public variable called speed, create a new public TextMesh Pro variable using the type TextMesh Pro UGUI called countText. Make sure to add the semicolon at the end of the variable declaration. This variable will hold a reference to the UI text component on the countText game object. Now, you need to set the starting value of the UI text property and get it to change as the count value changes throughout the game. It's worth creating a new function for that to avoid duplicating lines of code. Underneath the onMove function's closing curly brace, leave a space and write void set count text, open and closed brackets. Add a set of curly braces beneath this to contain the function body. You can now set the count text equal to the int or whole number value of count. To do this, write countText.text equals quotation mark count colon quotation mark plus count dot toString open and closed brackets.
It's got a bit ahead of me there. Got a little bit behind.
To do this, write countText.text equals quotation mark count colon
equals quotation mark. The thing's behind. Quotation
mark plus
count. That's right. Sorry, everyone. Count quotation mark
count dot toString.
Hold on, I'm actually struggling to see that now. It's not, okay, it's not zooming me in either. Oh, great. Count colon. I think there's a colon there. Where's it? Colon. I think it's a colon. I can't really see if it is. Plus count
string open and closed brackets. This be called after the line of code.
Damn it. No. Dot toString brackets colon.
Setting the count variable's value within the start function.
Is it that one then? So we're inserting it.
Because count needs to have a value that can be used to set the UI text. Let's add a call to setCountText to the end of the start function. Write setCountText, open and closed brackets, semicolon. The UI component's text also needs to update every time the count variable is incremented after the player collects a cube. Inside the if statement for the onTrigger enter, call the setCountText function again using the same instruction. setCountText, open and closed brackets, semicolon. Excellent! Save your changes and switch back to the Unity editor. Now, the player controller script component has a new text property. Select the player game object in the hierarchy, then drag and drop the count text game object onto the slot to reference the UI text element.
Wait. I see. There we go.
Unity will find the TextMesh Pro UGUI component on the game object.
Oh, wait. Okay, let me go back. Sorry. You're talking about something. Okay, where you have count equals count plus 1, yes. You can change that to count plus equal 1. Count plus equal 1. Or even better, count plus plus. And no 1? Okay.
And correctly associate that reference. Before you test, you need to make one final adjustment. In the hierarchy, select the Event System game object. Then find the standalone input module in the inspector.
Yep.
You'll see a warning displayed, as this component is for the legacy input manager, but you are using the input system. To fix this, select Replace with Input System UI Input Module to replace the old component with a new input system component. This will be useful if you want to add UI interactions to this Unity project later. Now let's save, enter play mode and test. Great!
Yay! Yeah! I feel that's really cool.
Now the count is displayed and increments correctly as the player collects cubes. Remember to exit play mode when you're done testing. Your rollerball game is almost complete. In the next video, you'll add a little more UI text to your game to create a game end message for the player.
I'm almost there, to be fair. I'm almost at a point where I can ship it, and I will. I'll send it to you. Yeah, here's my first game. Play and collect those swirly blue cubes of nothingness.
To finish up your UI work, let's add a simple message for the player when they've collected all the cubes. First, create another UI text object. In the hierarchy, select the Add button and go to UI Text, TextMesh Pro. Just like before, the new UI element has been created as a child of a Canvas game object. Rename the UI game object WinText. In the inspector, find the vertex color property in the TextMesh Pro component and use the color picker to set this to black. Let's also make this text a little smaller. Set the font size to 32. You could also make it bold using the B button in the font style field. In the text field, add "You win." Lastly, let's adjust the alignment of the text to the center of the player's screen, but raised above the middle on the vertical axis, so you won't cover the player's sphere. By default, the UI text element is anchored to the center of the canvas, so you just need to raise it and move it across. In the rect transform component, set the pos x value to about 0 and the pos y to 130. Let's also set the alignment to center. Then, save the scene and switch back to your script editor. Now you need to add a reference for this UI text to the player controller script. But as you only need to disable and enable the text, you can just create a reference to the game object. At the top of the script, with the other variable, create a new public variable of the type GameObject and call it WinTextObject. Remember to add a semicolon at the end of the declaration. Next, let's set the starting state for the object to be disabled. This text should only display when the player has completed the game. Because it's a starting state, add the code disabling the UI text to the start function. Write an instruction using the same method that you used to disable the collectible cube game objects on collision. WinTextObject dot set active open brackets false closed brackets semicolon. You also need to set when the UI text game object will be activated. Let's add this to the setCountText function. Underneath the instruction setting the count value UI text, write if open brackets count greater than equals 12 closed brackets. Then add curly braces to contain the code. An important note: if you add a different number of collectible cubes to the game, perhaps a few more than 12 or a few less, your if conditional statement must reference that number. Otherwise, the game end text may display too early or might not display at all. Inside the curly braces, set the WinTextObject to active. WinTextObject dot set active open brackets true closed brackets semicolon. Then save your script and return to the Unity editor. Just like before, the player controller component has a new UI text property. Select the player game object in the hierarchy, then drag the WinText game object from the hierarchy into the slot. Save the scene and enter play mode to test your changes. So, the player can collect all the cubes, see the count go up, and then receive a win message when they've collected them all. Awesome! In the final section of this project, you'll create a build of your game and deploy it using a standalone player. You're almost finished.
That's so cool. Yay! Oh, it feels good. Yay! I've done code and everything. I wrote some scripts. I've made UI. I've done stuff. I feel like I'm a different person to I was. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, let's do that. That'll be cool. Right. So you can build on this and put more things in and oh, this looks like fun. Make like a load of walls and stuff. Sweet. Okay, let's finish this off.
Now that you've finished your game, it's time to create a build to share it with players. One of the greatest things about Unity is that you can deploy games to lots of different platforms. Let's keep it simple today, though, and focus on deploying for Windows or Mac. Okay, let's get started. First, before you create a build of your game, make sure to save your scene one last time. Then, in the top menu, go to File, Build Settings. You can also use the hotkeys Shift, Control, or Command, and B. This will open up the Build Settings window. In the Platform section, you'll see that the current build platform selected, PC, Mac, and Linux standalone, is indicated by the Unity icon. The blue highlight shows your current focus. Changing the selection changes the options available to the right. You're going to make a standalone build, so you don't need to change platforms here. If you did, you'd need to select the new platform, for example WebGL, and then select Switch Platform. Okay, select PC, Mac, and Linux standalone again if you've changed focus to display the build options. In the Target Platform field, make sure your current operating system is selected so you can play the game on your system. Next, in Scenes in Build, select Add Open Scenes to add your rollable game to the build. You can also drag scenes from the project window to this list. If Sample Scene is showing in the list, disable its checkbox to exclude it from your build. It is also possible to create a build in Unity without adding any scenes to the list. This will build using only the current scene open for editing, although it's good practice to add the scenes you want to your build. Now, by default, your game will play in full screen. But because it's small and doesn't have a menu, let's make it windowed so the player can close it when it's done. Select Player Settings to open a range of different configuration options for the game window. Select Resolution and Presentation and change the Full Screen Mode field to Windowed. By default, this will have a resolution of 1024 by 768, but set the default width and height to something smaller if your screen uses a lower resolution. Once you've done that, if you need to, close the Project Settings window and return to Build Settings. Select Build. This will bring up a dialog box asking you to choose a build location. To keep things tidy, let's associate the build location with the project. Create a new folder inside your project called Builds. This folder must be placed at the root of your project, alongside the Assets and Library folders. If you're using macOS, you can also choose a name for your build. When you're ready, confirm that you want to select Folder on Windows or Save on macOS. Unity will now build the application and save it to the Builds folder. When building for Mac, Unity builds a .app bundle, which contains all of the relevant data and files. When building for Windows, Unity builds a .exe file and a data folder which contains all of the necessary resources. To run the game, navigate to the Builds folder and then run the executable application. It's your game. Now you've created and built a simple game in Unity from scratch. In the next final video, you'll find out more about how you can extend your learning journey.
Ah, so cool. You win. Next steps. What's the next steps? Your next steps. Okay, so my next steps, I see.
In this Rollerball tutorial, you've created your own simple game in Unity from scratch. To do this, you used primitives and Unity's inbuilt functionality, wrote custom C# scripts to make the game behave in the way that you wanted, tested your game throughout and fixed issues as you discovered them, and you've also considered the player experience to make the game satisfying. Now that you've finished Rollerball though, what next? For a step-by-step course which will guide you through C# scripting and game design principles from scratch, try Create with Code. It's a comprehensive course for beginners that will help you consolidate and extend the understanding you developed in this learning project. If you'd prefer to continue learning through modification, why not try Create-a-Kit Beginner Code? This shorter learning project introduces key concepts for C# scripting in the context of a customizable top-down action RPG game. You can find both of these learning experiences and lots more on Unity Learn, our free resource to help you create with Unity. And whatever you choose, we can't wait to see what you do next.
Ah, that's so cool. And we're done. We did it. We did it. Nice. I feel like I've achieved something. Oh, wait. What? They want me to submit it. Take a screenshot or a screen recording and post it here to share what you've made. Upload your project online as a WebGL build so that others can play it. You can follow the instructions to build your continue play, post it, and then upload it, and that's the final submission thing. Cool. I mean, I don't want to have to submit it, but that's still cool nevertheless. Let me just switch this off then, and then switch over. Oh, that was good. That was fun. That was actually really fun. I never realised that I was going to have so much fun doing this. There's an update I need to install after the stream, but there we go. What can you do? Right, so what I'm going to do next then is I'm going to play some marbles to end the stream. So we'll just do that for about an hour or so. And then that's my night. But oh god, I feel really. I mean, I've never made a game before, so that was fun. I mean, I can see the attraction of making games now. I can see why people enjoy it. It is literally just constant problem solving, which is what I do naturally. So I like it. Just need to close a lot of this down. It's just sat there in the background now. Oh no, there's an update. Alright, so wait for the update. No worries. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for joining me this evening. I will be doing some more game dev stuff next Thursday, so I hope to see you then, or I'm live on Saturday. If you follow me, you'll get notified when I go live and stuff. Oh, hey, Coda. Hey, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep just. Oh. You made it all flashy in it. It's not happy for some reason. The alert box is not happy. Let's get rid of that box and put it back in. The alert box is unhappy for some reason. Let's try that now. Maybe that'll fix it. Who knows? I don't. It does go. Sometimes I'm like, oh, does it go on too long? And sometimes I'm like, nah, it's good, it's fine. See ya, Scapleton. See ya. Much love. See you soon. Talk to you soon. Hey, Coda, you joined just as I was kicking up. Well, it's about to kick off some marbles. It's like you knew. It's like you knew I was going to do this, and then you're like, I'm going to be there, ready and waiting. My voice keeps cutting out. You noticed? It's like, okay, let's just wait for the game to load, and then we can get going. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's flip over to the live scene. Let's display the game capture. Let's change the game to Oh, cool. Okay, let me know how it gets on stream. Right, hopefully that worked, and we are. Everything is good in the world. Who knows? I don't. Right. See, there's anything decent in the shop? Anything decent in the shop? Anything at all? No? Of course not, because that would just be simple. Okay, let's do random. Oh, not Haunted Hills. The boomerang. Fair enough. Let's do the boomerang. Right, join in. For those who've never played before, Noxybot will tell you how to play. We'll put on some music. Are you ready? Let's start that 1 minute countdown. I will stretch for you. I will do a big stretch for you. Stretch. Oh, yeah, stretch that out. Oh, hello. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. How do indeed. And yes, that was a very epic raid. No doubt you saw as you entered the room that the lights were flashing in awe of your visitation. Welcome one and all, my name is Noxie. I am a Twitch streamer, and no doubt, obviously, because I'm here, I'm a dad, gamer, and... oh, what's this? Just finished scaring ourselves on derelict freighters in No Man's Sky. That is cool, to be fair. Oh, we're getting some flashing lights going. We're like proper. So for those of you that have just joined, there is some interesting things you can do today. Basically, if you just want to have an effect on what's going on in the room. Oh, I don't know about that. Noxybot does seem to have taken over. Yeah, if you want to have an effect of the room, you can change the colors. You can affect what happens in the window here in the webcam, or if you can hold on long enough, you can take part in the marbles game that we're going to be playing in a moment. But thank you for joining, and thank you so much. Let's do a shout out to Epic Land. If I can do it quickly enough, because I know my mods are really on it. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, they're playing No Man's Sky. I did it right. Yeah, I just score. Nailed it. Oh. Oh. They're all the skins I have on my marbles. That's cool. I didn't notice that before. That's really cool. They've lit up with the different skins. Actually, I'm last right now, technically. I've never noticed that the skins are on the banners there. So that's the one I'm currently wearing, I think. So the more I unlock, I bet the more will appear on this listing. That's cool. I don't think I have a cat one, but Noxybot won. Okay, let's go back to the race menu then. Right, being as there's a fair few of you that have joined, would we like to just do a Grand Prix? And let's make that Grand Prix interesting. Let's do 6 races. You get the opportunity to pick 1 track each if you want to, so you can vote for a track by typing in !vote followed by a number. Yeah, let's do it. So if you want to pick a track, by all means do so. If not, I could do dealer's choice in a moment. I'll leave it there for a couple of seconds, then I'll go through and add some tracks for us to play. This is for bragging rights. Typically, I will DM winners a game key from Steam from my collection of game keys that I don't use. So if you win, I'll send you a free game code for just taking part, because that's what I do sometimes. But yes, if you want to pick a track, go ahead, by all means do so. We might even, if you guys are interested in doing like predictions, we might even go for one of these like 40% ones and predict on it to see if anyone actually survives or not. There we go, straight off. I knew someone would go for it. I will do a prediction on that one. See if we can get some channel points spread around. Share the love. Okay. I'm going to start doing randoms now. Make sure none of them are stupid long ones, because we had that before. Yeah, look at that. 141. No, let's not do that one. Which one's that? World of Fate. World of Fate? What a mistake. Let's not do that one, because look at average time. 141. 141. That's madness. Let's not do that one. That's going to end up badly for us. And one more. Let's go. Now you can play. Now you can play. Everyone who wants to play, now's the time to drop your marble in. Put your stream as play the game. Put your stream as play the game. I don't understand what that means, Coda. I'm so sorry. My brain is like, I don't get this. I understand not what you say. I like how you just type exactly what it says. It's like the stereotypical type of this means number in like the world for some reason. So if you type in play play 1, you will play with this skin on the left here. 2 gives you the one underneath it. If you subscribe, you can pick 3 and 4. It says you don't have a topic for the stream. I definitely changed it. Give me a second, everyone. Feel free to add your marble in while I get this sorted out, because it's been somewhat weird as of late. Like I said before, you can pick whichever ones you'd like. There's plenty of marble skins to go around. Just quickly go into the creator dashboard and change this physically, because I don't know why it's not working today. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's the white. Marbles on stream. Let's roll out. Smiley face. Done. I should have updated now, everyone. Okay, I'm going to start the countdown. Make sure you've added your marble in. For those who've never played before, my bot will tell you how to play. Is it marble or marbles? I can never remember. It's marbles. It's marbles. Come on, Noxie, you know better than this. So Noxie bot is telling you how to take part, how to play. And basically, because we lost, because Noxie bot was subscribed to another marble streamer, we were using one of their emotes, but unfortunately we no longer have it. But we do have a command which is !rigged that you can use, which will call the rigged police. Predictions? We can do predictions. Oh, it's too late to do predictions now. We'll do it next race. We'll do predictions next race. I need to do it like early on, because it's like the shortest timestamp one is like 2 minutes, so we need to obviously get into the flow. But we got 6 races, one of which is a bot. We're going to see who's going to get bragging rights of this particular race today. And like I said before, if somebody wins the Grand Prix, I'll drop you a Steam code. Random Steam code. Mystery Steam code. There we go. That's the words I'll use. Mystery Steam code. It may be a good game. It may not be. We'll never know. But you'll get a free game. Just for taking part and winning the Grand Prix. I typically try to do only one a week, or one every now and then. Otherwise I just run out of codes very quickly. Oh! Nice. That's cool. So whoever get it, we have left one. I love the tails. Oh, I love it so much. Love it. We have Coda in third. at the moment. We have Cyberdrak in 5th at the moment. And we have Reach in 6th place. Game over, apparently. Who knew? Who knew? Right, who's in the lead at the moment? Coda is in the lead at this very moment in time. But look at my marble chasing you in its red outfit. It's oh no! There we have it. And this is why we claim that. This is why we claim if my marble wins, it's rigged, because it shouldn't happen. The chances of that, I mean, seriously. Here we are. Oh, they finally updated the skins. So for a while, the skins of the marbles weren't showing on you. So you can pick now. Okay, so this is interesting. If you want to vote, if you're happy, if you like what you see tonight, if you like the map, you thought it was interesting, you can vote yes. If you think it's not very good, you can vote no. So like if you need any kind of like changes or updates, etc., you can do that. It's very much about that kind of thing. It's all about, there we go, get those votes in. That's fantastic. What I'm going to do is just give you a couple more seconds just in case I miss anyone who wants to vote, and we'll move on to the next track. Let's move on. Curvy Cute Adventure. So let's do some predictions. So what a prediction is that you spend your channel points, it goes into a pot, and at the end of that you get, if you predict correctly, you get a share of the pot back, including interest potentially. So let's do a prediction. What should we have as the prediction today? No worries. Thank you, Coda, for stopping by. Yes. Yes. Here we go. So the prediction. What should we have it? We can say. Will we have? So the first prediction is someone will die. Someone will. Yeah. Someone will die in this race, and you can pick yes or no, and you have 2 minutes. There we go, the prediction has started. So you can now spend some of your hard-earned channel points to give yourselves that boost, that ability to predict whether or not you think that someone will die in this race. Of course, you don't have to do that whatsoever, but the more that you do, the better. We also will, like I said before, we will honour people that come in. Right, I'm going to stick in my bot to race against, because if no one else is going to race me, I'm going to win either way, so I don't care. Don't forget to enter your marble in. I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'll start the countdown, and then we'll see about... Hey, we have a racer. Excellent. No predictions as of yet, so that's fine. We don't have to have them. I'm going to start that countdown. So, who is this? Cyberdrak. So, Cyberdrak, you're going to have a good chance here of winning the... oh, left one has joined. I was going to say, you had a good chance there of winning a free game code. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so we have 4 races in this one. That's fantastic. Let's get this going. Let's get the show on the road. Oh, Xenoflame! Hello, welcome, good evening. I hope you're doing very well. So we now have 5 races. This is going to be more interesting. This is only race 2 as well of the Grand Prix. So we could, all things could change. We could have some legit, proper winners this race. Hey, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, let's see who comes out the tunnel first. That's generally a good sign of who's likely to win. So we have Cyberdrac kind of edging his in the lead there at the moment, closely followed by Left One and myself. But there seems to be a fight going on for 2nd place at the moment between, maybe 3rd place now between the bot and Left One. Xenoflame coasting at the back there, but that doesn't mean he's out of the race. Oh, my marble seems to have somehow managed to get ahead. Oh, well, the Cyberdrac was like, I'm not having any of that. Here we go. Right, so we're going down the hills. We're going to the fork. Cyberdrac and myself split to the left, with Left One on the right, ironically. This is going to be interesting. We've got some collision boxes. This is going to stop everyone racing. So we're actually kind of all stuck in the same location right now. Who's going to get the... Oh, Left One's getting a bit of a lead here. Thanks to that collision. Oh my god, another collision is causing everyone to be slowed down. Which means that, unless of course there's a slight change, Left One's got it in the bag. And there we have it, Left One with the win there. Now we're watching to see who is going to hit 2nd place. It does look like it may be my marble and my bot. They're coming in 3rd, Cyberdrac in 4th, and Xenoflame in 5th. Seems legit. Left One, nice. So Left One, you had the sheep skin there, so that's really cool. What did you think of the track, everyone? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you want to vote? I'll give you a couple more moments to decide whether or not you want to vote a yes or no to this track. And if you decide neither way, we move forward. A couple more moments while we wait. Go. Right. Let's get back here. So we're going to race number 3 now. Ah, damn. Cyberdrac, no. Must be a bit of a delay or something on your particular one. Right, there we are. Okay. So once again, feel free to drop in a marble. I will get. I'll get Noxybot to give everyone the prompt to tell them to get their marbles dropped in. It is probably better with a huge number. Absolutely agree with that. Vote yes. If Left One, we're way past voting now. Oh, so if anyone's interested, you may be interested, you may not be interested, but we do have some sound bites that you can purchase using channel points. So if you look in your channel point redemptions, you can see in there there's some sound bites which you can then purchase throughout the show. Also, we have sound alerts, which is usually you can go on the screen of the stream. There's like a little cursor. You click on that. There's some free sound or music choices in there that you can play whenever you want, and you can queue them up. And if you do that, we can dance. We can have some fun. It's up to you. You're fully in control of what happens on this stream. I'm going to start that 1 minute countdown now. Just in case other people want to take part and race along with ourselves. How was your last stream, actually, out of interest? How did your last show go? What was it that you were doing with the Epic? Ooh. Name Camo the Green Fox. What name are you under? What name are you under? I don't understand the question, to be absolutely honest. What, the track? Oh, okay. Track. I'm so confused. I don't know what you mean by track. I'm so sorry. Is it Cameo? Cameo. The green fox. Here we go. So now we're going to see who wins this particular track of this particular race. What name are you under the track? Are you talking about my marble? Or are you talking about the name of the track? Or are you talking about the music? I'm so confused. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to understand this question. Let's go through them all, and then I can probably get this right. I'm Noxie. My marble's called Noxie. The track is called Electri. I can't even say it. El Chibatos Creative Celestial Track. That's hard to say. And the music track, I have no idea what it's called. Oh, that Noxie bot got a second. Right, let's go to results. Oh, we're getting some good traction here. Left one got a win at some point. Nice. Next track. Best blinking angler? Angler? Best blinking angler. Anger. Oh dear. Anger. Hey! The green fox goes for the frog. No, it goes for the frog look. Yes! God, I've just gotta go and say hello to that one. That's amazing. Give a sheep. Frog. Another sheep. Nice. Let's get the Noxie bot in here. Actually, if I just type in marbles, for those that are watching that haven't played before, this is how you take part. You type in exclamation mark play, it's a single word. That drops a marble in for you. We then race those marbles with no influence over them to see who gets first. Let's start that 1 minute countdown now to see if anything happens. Oh, this is very green. Dead fighter. Well, I like it because I like the colour green, and there we go. In fact, I feel like I need to make the room green, so I'm gonna make the room green. There we go. So we've gone full green. Everything is green. Yeah. The track's green. I'm green. You have a green fox. I mean, it's all good, all going green for us today. Here we go. So we're going to find out now who's going to win this particular track, this particular race. It does look like it's going to be a bit manic in a minute, a bit crazy, a bit coming up, interesting moments are happening, but we have Cameo, the green fox. Oh, was in the lead for a moment, and then the bot decided to overtake. With the fact that this is all coloured green, you thought the green fox would be in the lead. Let's have a look. Cameo, the green fox. And that's Cameo, the game on the Xbox. By Rare. I was going to ask if it was based on that character. I would have been right. Cyberdrack again. And the left one, I really love that. The avatar's amazing. I do love Tails. It's my favourite character. Next to Sonic. Sonic's by far my favourite one though. I love Sonic. Here we go. So we're coming to the top of the hill. Looks like this is almost like the final stretch. Noxybot is in the big. How is Noxybot in the big? Oh dear. Cameo, the green fox though, in second place. Cyberdrack in third. Left one in fourth. Look at them. Got his bread on. There we have it. Right, now you get once again you get the vote whether or not you like that track or not. I am going to be very I like the colour green, so for that reason I'm going to vote yes. That reason alone. That's the only reason I need to vote that yes. What do you think? For those of you that may have not played Marbles before, what do you think of the game? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's fun? I'm always keen to talk to people that have ever played it before. I like to extend that conversation because it's interesting. For me, I find it very zen. Well, I often have people come to my channel to really chill out. I've been told before that I'm very chilled. And that's, I mean, if that's what people feel when they come here, then I'm all for it. I've only ever been involved in big charity runs of Marbles. Do you know what? I'm aiming to get 400 followers, right? That's my goal. And when I hit 400 followers, I'm gonna do something like that. Maybe a charity thing. Maybe I might even get my pet frog on the stream, have a bit of a stroke and show him off. Who knows? I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll do something because it's a celebration, isn't it? It's like, I like that kind of thing. Also, my Discord's very heavily used by the people that come along here. I love having people to chat to outside of the streams. And again, it's a very open and welcoming community of people that I have. Yeah. Did I join? I did join. Okay. Should we get the bot in? I suppose it's only fair. He has raced all the other ones. Who do you think will win this particular race? Who's your favourite for winning this particular race today? Do you have a favourite? Weirdly, the green light keeps making the saturation of my face really weird. Like sometimes I'm really like dark, and other times my face colour just pops, and I'm like proper bright. And then I go over here, and it goes whoosh. The bot does seem to be on a streak, doesn't it? If only if there was a way, the butt. I call it butt because I hate saying bot. But yeah, it's a butt. Yeah, if only there was a way I could influence who wins, you know, but there is none. It's all luck. It's all absolute luck. F1, however, you are. You're storming ahead. Left one is. All of you are actually. Myself and the bot are stuck. I'm stuck with the butt. Ugh. Anyway, yes, we now have a proper race going on here between the 3 newcomers to the stream. Ah, the green fox, was in the lead until Cybertruck decided it was his turn to be in the lead. Left one's very close to taking over now. Wait and see if that changes anytime soon. Cybertruck does seem to have an edge at the moment, keeping that lead, keeping left one at bay. As we come down some more obstacles. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's literally dropped to the finish. Hey, Cybertruck with the win. Left one in 2nd place. Cameo the Green Fox in 3rd. So, congratulations to the Cybertruck for destroying the bot's winning streak. New only to the stream. Congratulations. That was well won. That was well thought. Alright, the next map. Let's go. See, now we're getting the rhythm of this. Now we know how this plays. So we know how this feels. Very excited. Vote yes. I often forget to do the community vote ones, to be honest. I move on too quickly. Let's do race. There we go. Right, where is everyone? There we go. Cybertruck is back into the thick. Left one is also back. What marble choices have they gone with? We have a Froggo. We have a Sheepo. Noxybot has got the very cool spinny marble for being a subscriber. Cameo's got for the sheep too. That's sweet. Okay, let's start this countdown. 1 minute. So anyone can now join. Doesn't matter. Basically, you got up until the counter says 5 seconds before it rejects new races. Basically, if it says 5, it just won't do it. For those of you in the stream, and you might be interested in this, if you ever wanted to come and say come and chat outside of this stream, I have a Discord. You're welcome to join. Welcome to come along, say hello, or not. It's up to you. Right, here we go. Let's have a race. 20 seconds until we kick off. How's this look? This is very colourful. I like the colour choices. The palette colour here is an interesting choice. Ah, this feels like a marble run that I used to have as a child, with the whole kind of like loop-de-loops and stuff. That's pretty cool. And they are off. Oh, an acceleration point there. It looks like there's a fight between left one and Noxy right now. I say Noxy myself. The green fox really close. Oh, what's this? Cammy the green fox is just taking the lead as they fight one another to keep that lead ahead. Seems like Cammy the green fox is keeping my marble off at the moment, but looks like, oh wait, there could be a change again. Oh no. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. I really appreciate that. My alerts are not working for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Left one. Nice. Out of literally nowhere. It just comes storming in last minute and takes first place. Cameo fought for that. Fought for it. And you came and just stole it. Congrats. I mean, I applaud it. And vote no. Okay, no. Thank you so much for the follow there, left one. Really appreciate that. By following me, you're helping me like meet my like helping me move forward in this, and for that I can only thank you. Right, let's go see who the winners are. Who's gonna get a game code? It's all gonna come down to this. We'll see. In third place we have Cyberdrak. In second place, Left One, and in first place, Nosy Buck. I can't gift a bloody code to a bot, can I? Hello, Bum Buns. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know what. I'm gonna gift. I'm gonna gift Left One. Left One, do you have a Steam account, Left One? Let me know. I hate when it goes bright. It's like, oh gosh. Oh gosh. Left One. Left One, do you have a Steam account? He has. Okay. Roll the number, and you're. There you go. All right, here we go. I'm gonna send you. Wait, whoa, and whisper you. There you go. I got F1. A little gift from me to you. Thank you so much for taking part of that. Let's do some more racing, shall we? We can do some more community maps and test some out.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello there indeed. Hello there. Okay, what are we going to do next? What's the next on our list of things to race? Ooh. 34%, that's a good one. Left One, let me know if it works, please. It should work, but just let me know either way. Okay, so for those of you who would like to take part in another race, feel free to. We have plenty of slots. We have up to 500 slots, so I doubt we're ever going to get to that point yet, but you never know. Hey! Bun Buns is in! Nice! Oh, what have I done here? Go away. Thank you. Hey, stop it. Right, let's do this. Did I join? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so we have Cyberdrak, Cameo, the Green Fox, Coda, Bum Buns 122. Amazing people. Why is the bot playing? So you have someone to beat, Coda. Okay, so Left One, unfortunately, number 3 and number 4 can only be used if you're a subscriber of this channel. It's the only time that those two skins can't be used at this point unless you subscribe, in which case you then can use those two. I am looking to unlock some more skins that will be more available, more choice. But I haven't got around to it yet. Okay, we have 7 races this one. This is going to be an interesting race. What do we have here? 11 Keku? I don't even know what that word means. Oh, look at this. Cyberdrak. Oh, Noxybot is out of the race completely. Yeeted itself out. Oh, that calls for a yeet. I shall yeet. That's right. That called for a yeet. That really did. Wee. Huh. Look at Cyberdrak go. Nice one. Cyberdrak's to lose at the moment, but look at my marble coming in. Some like from nowhere. Cameo the Green Fox seems to have taken third. Let's go. I didn't see that until too late. Ah, Coda. Wow, yeah, well done, Cyber. Cybertrack got a new track record for us. Congratulations. That's really cool. You now own the fastest time on this track in the world. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. You have to vote no if you don't want. If you want it to be a no, downvote, you have to vote no. I like it, but no. But no. Play no. Play no. Vote yes. There we go. Cyberdrak went vote yes. All that's going to happen now is you vote no. It just balances it out. Just sits in the middle again. Oh, we got 2 votes. Oh, 3 votes for yes. People like this track. That gets sent to the creator of the track, by the way, and they get to see that people did like their track, which is good. It means that we're contributing to it. What does Cyberdrak say? Play 2. Wee. Nice. Nice. And vote yes. Right, let's go back to race menu. So how this typically works for everyone who's not been before, as the winner of the race, you get the opportunity to pick the track for the next race. So in this case, we'd like Cyberdrak to vote for the next track. You can pick any number between 1 and 250. So if you type !vote and then pick a number between those 2 numbers I just said, you will pick that track for us and we will race it. Hoping that it's not going to be like a massively long one like these ones at the top here. Vote 12. Here we go. That's fine. That's a nice one. Nice one, this. Yes, yes, yes. In this race, I'm not going to bring in the bot. We're not racing the bot on this one. Let's just have ourselves race. See who wins. Bun Buns is back in. Cyberdrak is back in. Green Fox is back in. Left one is back in. That's amazing. Let's do that 1 minute countdown now. We've got 6 races. That's amazing. What skins we got? We got, who is who? Left one is sheep. Green Fox is frog. Bun Buns is sheep. Cyberdrak and Coda are both frogs. And myself am just a marble inbred. Predictions? Let's go find a hard. Let's go find a hard one, like a high elimination track, and we do some predictions and see how many people get eliminated or not, and then whoever gets it right gets a ton of channel points. Let's do that after this track. This one is like a 3% elimination rate, so there's literally no point. Oh, so we all go to the middle and you get shot into the air. Fall out onto this funnel And then we just fall down loads of different funnels. Oh, what's this? Cameo the Green Fox is going for it. Oh, wait. Now we have my marble somehow. Oh. I should move. Actually, I should move that sound alerts to under my thing. Hacks. Hey, look. What happened was, Rays came in, dropped. Oh no! The raid police are here. Ah, no. Raid police, rig police. I meant to say. Buns, no! How? Why? When? Oh no! This is kind of bad. Left one. No. First to last. Let's not. No. Let's move on. Let's not think of that one. However, it does give me the opportunity to add loads more tracks, and we're going to look for a high percentage of eliminations. Roughly, oh, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. 62% elimination rate. Bye, left one. Definitely yeeted out there. It's like, yup, off I go. Right, let's join in. This calls for a prediction. We just cancel off the previous prediction. Ignore the prediction results because they're wrong. I do know one anyway. Straight off the bat. Right. Will someone survive? So if someone survives or not is the question that we're asking here. With a 62% elimination, we'll give 2 minutes to predict. So for those who've never predicted before, vote no. Whoever's never done a prediction before, at the top of the chat there's a bar and you can click on the predict button, and then you can spend your channel points on which you believe, if it's yes or no. So if someone survives, if you believe someone will survive, you can vote. You can go yes. If you don't think they're going to survive, you can vote no. The more channel points that are added to the pot, the better, because it means that if you vote no and somebody does survive, you get all of the channel points from the pot. All of them. So for as little as 10 channel points, you could get all channel points. You have to predict. Someone's put 100. Someone's put 100 channel points in. 150 now. It's going up. Increments are going up right now. Someone believes somebody will survive. That's 150 channel points. Oh, someone's gone no now. So if no one survives, that person is going to get 150 channel points for just taking part. That's so good. Right, we're closing in now. to this. So we have to wait and see now how this all rolls out now. So what we want, so basically whoever voted no wants everyone to be eliminated. That's what you're looking for here. For those who voted yes, you want one person to survive. Just one person to survive. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. 20 seconds now before we kick this off. Let's have a quick look at the numbers in the prediction right now and see how it looks. 370 channel points for grabs. Cyberjack, you're already in. And here we go. So Cyberjack was one of the ones that said that somebody will survive. Coda was one of the ones that voted that somebody will not, everyone will not survive. Right, so let's have a watch this as we go around the first corner. Let's slow this down a bit so we can see now what's happening here. Is these hammers are spinning around. Move out of their way. I know you like it because you like. I know you feel it because you like it like this. Oh, look at my marble doing so well at the moment. Is it gonna hit this? Is it gonna get hit by this one? Nope. Alright, let's go around this. Oh. Ah, I see. It's that one. Like I said before, all we want is one marble to win, to finish. All you need to see is one marble finish. 67% of everyone who plays this track will get eliminated. Are we seeing an elimination now? Nope. Still no elimination so far. Oh wait, but we do have the opportunity now. Will we see it? Is it going to happen? Not at all, not at this time. Oh, I went down too far there. Sorry about that, everyone. Oh, here we go again. Will we have an elimination? Yes! First eliminated was Noxie. Was my marble. Is Cameo going to survive? Yes! Cameo survived. And we have here. Oh, look how dangerous this one is. Camera's watching. Taking it slowly now. Obviously, I've slowed down time. Slow-mo time. Oh, that was close. Wow, that was so close. I don't even know where Noxie is right now. Where my marble is right now. I don't want to leave this yet. Basically, if Cameo gets past this hammer, I don't see any other obstacles that can sort of eliminate her or them. Is it going to happen? No! It looks like we might be seeing a survivor. Probably orbiting Mars. Yeah, probably that's very true. Woo! Buns! Left one! So Cyberdrak and Cameo the Green Fox are the only survivors of this particular track. The question is it all over now? Is there still a chance to be eliminated? That's the question we were asking ourselves. Is all the danger done? Is everything over and done with? We'll have to wait and see. As Cameo comes rushing down to the final line. Oh, thank you. It's because Cameo in the game is as a she. I apologise if I got that wrong. That's my mistake, and I apologise on that. But thank you for correcting me. And we have a winner, and that winner is Cameo the Green Fox. And that means the predictions are as follows. Question is, will someone survive? The answer to that question, will someone survive, is absolutely, and that somebody was Cameo the Green Fox. Well, and there's another person as well. But... So let's complete those predictions. I will favour that one. That feels like that's like a race track for another day. So we got 380 channel points going to. Looks like a few people here. See the details of this. See the details, please. Oh, never mind. But congratulations to those who predicted correctly. Well done. That was a good hard fought match. That was. Now we are currently in what I am deeming as extended play. This is where we add an extra half an hour to the normal scheduled streaming time, because I usually schedule between 9 PM to 12 PM. And because I got raided, I've extended it by half an hour. So we are now, that's why extended play is at the top of the screen just here. So we're going to add another half an hour on. So bear with us when we go through this. But Cameo, the Green Fox, would you like to pick the next track that we race on, please? I'm going to press the more button a number of times. I have no idea what number this ends up on. So you can pick a number between 1 and 400. So again, type in the word !vote, all one word. 42, we have already an amazing, that was quick. Professional memorable flashback. Life of the universe. Could not agree more, to be fair. Could not agree more. Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright. Interesting times. Bun Buns is the first to take part this evening. There we go. Bun Buns right on it. Left one is in. We have got a load of sheep at this right now. Look at them all. Everyone's gone for sheeps except for me at the moment. It's the sheep collective, clearly. But, yeah. I'm going to start that 1 minute countdown. Oh, wait, what's Ray say? What is that? I don't know what that is, so I'm assuming it's something. I'll assume it's something. What is it? Trey-B. Alright. Sure. Okay. Here we go. 30 seconds. So after this half an hour extension is over, we can then plan a raid to raid somebody else. For those of you that have enjoyed tonight, I mentioned before I have a Discord. You're more than welcome to come and join and take part in. It's open to everyone. There's a few rules as always, but they're not challenging rules or anything like that. It's just to keep it safe and friendly to everyone. And here we go. Cameos. Oh, there's a little jump there, a little hop. A hop before going down the funnel. That was interesting. I've never seen that kind of thing before. That was new. Oh, I'm liking the colours. That's pretty. Oh. Left one with the foul language? What did you say? What did you say, left one? Obviously, don't say it again, because you get you get banned. You get like moderated again. But what happened? What is it? I'm intrigued because obviously I don't get to see what the word is. My Noxy bot is very on it. Very on it. It's so interesting. This is a really interesting track. Cameo the Green Fox is right in the lead though. Look at that. Doing really well. Expertly just rolling down into the lead there. Whee! Oh, look at that spin. Look at that. Oh. Oh no. Got a little bit of acceleration from that. It can't tell to a context. Well, it is a bot. What do you expect? There is no context algorithm. I'm trying to keep this as friendly as possible. Left one. If you want to whisper me what you were trying to say. If it's within the realms of okayness, I will add it to the redemption, like the allowed statement whitelist for the bot, so it won't happen again. Taking a scenic route. Nice. Congratulations, guys, to Cameo the Green Fox for another win. That was very well done. Very well raced. One could say you're on a bit of a streak already. I was actually going back up the ramp. It does happen. It does happen. It happens more than it doesn't happen, which is interesting. Okay, so we're now waiting on Cameo the Green Fox to vote for the last track of the show tonight. For our very last one. Unless something magical happens and we get raided again or something. In which case we'll continue for another half an hour. But yes. So please do vote. And we'll kick off. I'm gonna go for vote 4. Do you see the average time on this one? 141 minutes. It's 141 minutes. That's a number of minutes that we just don't have in this. If I was going for lunch, if I was like, I'm gonna just leave it and go. I have back lag on the stream, so we'll cut soon. Could read it. That's fine. It's fine. It's weird you can read it though. I mean, it is quite dark in colour. To be fair, let's find you one. Let's go with don't know. That's fine, we'll try it again. Oh! Watching cameo screen. Okay. Oh, Black Panther, you'll say. Let's shrink that countdown down to about 30 seconds. Don't need a full minute at this juncture. Set that number. Set that countdown start. Where's all our marbles? They're in here. They're in here. We have 4 races. We have Coda, Cyberdrak, and Cameo the Green Fox. Here we go for the final race of the evening, and then we'll have a bit of a chat, and then we will no doubt going on here. Where is everyone? Where is everyone gone? Is everyone gone? Huh? Oh, they're all down there. I was like, where are the marbles gone? Oh, Noxie, what are you doing over there? That's fine. Oh, look at them all. All the frog skins as well. Excellent. Love that. Cyberdrak smashing it at the moment in the lead. Let's see what happens next. Look at him, part-timer. Cyberdrak is still in the lead. Nice, comfortable lead as well. Cyberdrak and Cameo the Green Fox seem to be the two that lead at the moment. So, yep, there we go. Cyberdrak, Cameo the Green Fox, Coda, and then myself coming in at last place there. Well, congratulations! That was a very well thought and final track to finish upon. Once again, if you liked what you saw, why not give the creator a thumbs up or vote yes? Less than a second in first, second and third. We shall have a look in a moment to see what the difference is in. We're concluding the stream in 9 minutes, so I think I'm gonna have a bit of a chat, and then we can then just end the stream on a raid. Oh, what's this? What's this? Thank you ever so much for the follow there, Cameo the Green Fox. Really appreciate that. The follows allow me to continue what I do and look forward to hitting the 400 follower mark, which is my goal at the moment. Okay, let's have a look at those final results. Ooh. First and second were really close. Absolutely they were. Look, 113, 113, 6 and 3, 6 and 9 even. So that's some nice racing, that is. Some nice racing. Right. I think that's a very good point in where we can now sit back and relax a little bit. Ah, that was fun, wasn't it, everyone? I really enjoyed that. I'd like to thank you ever so much to every single one of you that came along tonight. Thank you so much to Epic Land for the raid. In fact, I'm so happy about that, I'm going to do a little thank you to everyone. So give me a moment while I just set that off, because it does sometimes not work. Right, where is the thing? Where is the thing? Turn that on. Come here. Come here. There we go. Right, as I said before, for those of you that would like to chat to me outside of this stream, I have a Discord which you can then join if you so wish. We can chat. It's also the best place to see when I'm next live, or if I'm having a day off for whatever reason, illness or whatever. As a full-time dad, as a full-time worker, this is my hobby project, but I am aiming to get 400 followers, because it's just fun to have a focus and a goal. But yes, let's do a proper thank you. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. Right. Hopefully this will work. It's been... Yay! Credits! Excellent. So thank you for supporting. So thank you massively to the moderators here tonight. Emageddon, Nightbutt, Noxiebutt, Sakura Kitten, and Streamlabs. 3 of those are bots, so why do I say that? The new followers from today. We had Cameo the Green Fox, Left One, Cyberdrak, and Scampleton. We had a subscriber of Dinosaur 5419. Raids came from Sean Sheep, Epic Lan, and Rays. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everything. For coming along and joining. I do hope. Is that 2 Pikachus behind you? There is more than just 2 Pikachus back there. Would you like to meet my Pikachu collection? Let's say hello to the Pikachu collection. Unfortunately, I have cats, and my cats decide every now and then that they're just going to go and just destroy my my hard work of putting this all together. Let's move that out of the way for a moment. You can see more stuff disappearing behind me, can't you? Yeah, my cat's decided to ruin them. So we have how many Pikachus here? More than 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Pikachus. Stop falling over. Stop falling over, you. Stop it. Stop. Ah, okay. There you have it. My Pikachus. So we have, from the left, the end there, we have the green tea, kind of like your happy jacket Pikachu from Kyoto. And next to that one we have a what's it called? A yukata one? I can't remember what it's called now. Also from Kyoto. We have a Haneda Airport Pikachu, or a pilot Pikachu, I suppose. We have one from London, one from Shibuya, Team Rocket, a punk rock Pikachu. If you want to see punk rock Pikachu, there is my punk rock Pikachu. Everything is fine, dog. Yes, yes, that's right. A legit, everything is fine, doggy. It's fine, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is fine. Yes, I have lots of things, and if I kind of move my camera sort of that way, you kind of can see more of my stuff on the over there. So I have like Snorlax, some Chocobo, Eevee. There's a Tails over there for the Tails fans, if you want to see my Tails. I got a hot dog from, what's it called? Oh, what's it called? Overwatch. Yeah, I collect stuff like that. A Bulbasaur as well. Yeah, he sneak in there, and he look at him. Look at him. Bulbasaur is actually my favourite Pokemon. Bulbasaur is my favourite. If I excuse the mess, but if I show you this, I have a lot of Bulbasaurs. Sorry about the mess. But here we go. So like I said, if you're interested in coming along to the Discord, you're more than welcome to come along. Thank you to everyone who came tonight for the raids. Eevee's mine. I got an Eevee over there. I got a plushie, like a plushie Eevee. I got it from a car boot sale in England, and it cost me no money at all because the guy didn't want it anymore. Just gave it to my daughter for free, and it's now living in the room with me because she didn't want it. The guy was like, "I don't want this. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yes." My daughter will have it. Oh look, she doesn't actually like it. Oh well, I'll have it instead then. Let's move this along quickly. There we go, it's better. Yes, so thank you once again, one and all, for the amazingness and for your company. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and I hope to see you in my next stream, which is on Saturday. Unless things change, that's why my Discord's there, so you guys can come and have a look and make sure I'm actually doing my stream when I say I am. And then I stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is today's Thursday to me. I don't know what it is to you guys, but to me tonight it's Thursday. So we're gonna raid. I am gonna look for somebody to raid. If of course you've got a suggestion of who I should raid, let me know, because I'm all for spreading the love and raiding people. So if you have a suggestion, let me know. If you don't, I'll find someone. Either way, we are gonna raid. Just let me know. In the meantime, I'm just going to bring up my list of follows, who people I'm following right now, to see if there's anyone live so I can raid them. Okay. I have 3 names immediately that I would like to raid. So what I'm going to do is pick one at random, and then we're going to go say hello. Of course, if you're still here. If not, thank you very much. I really, really honestly appreciate the follows and support, and I hope to see you around again soon. And enjoy the free game code. I hope you have fun with that game. I understand it's a fun game, so enjoy. We are going to go raid somebody called Yakikusu, who is a Froggo type streamer like myself. So we're going to go and spread the love, the Froggo love. So thank you one and all for coming for sticking around. We're going to set up the raid. Yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Right, I'm going to switch over to the end screen. Stick around for the raid. Thank you so much. Love you all, and I'll see you hopefully on Saturday. Bye.
right, I'm going back. I don't